We're here back in the fantasy bar coming off a Super Bowl Sunday. We've got 6 picks for you in the NBA, including some of my favorite value plays. Guys I think are underpriced, a couple of studs I am looking at, a couple of revenge games we can target, and of course, my favorite play of the night. Who we talking about? Belly up to the fantasy bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Monday edition Beers Daily Fantasy 6-pack. Good to be back here once again in the fantasy bar. 6 plays for you for the NBA on FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you as always for stopping by and checking out the video. Now, what a Super Bowl. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Rams and their fans. One hell of a game last night. Now we turn our full attention to the NBA. Be joining you a couple times each and every week. So make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button, guys. Again, that is the tip jar here in the fantasy bar. Greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. Get notified when these videos are coming out. And head over to scoresandodds.com/beer. Just because football's over, plenty of other things to bet on, specifically the NBA. The guys have been killing it with the props and the picks. Shout out to Notorious nailing the Scotty Scheffler outright win in golf. So winners galore here. Scoresandodds.com/beer. That link in the description of the video. Go check it out today. All right, let's get into the plays here. Big slate of games on a Monday night. Let's start at point guard, shooting guard, small forward, CADE Cunningham of the Pistons. So I love this price on Cunningham, especially on FanDuel at 6,600. Stands out to me. One of the better options in the mid-range. Now, I know a lot of the worry is Jeremy Grant back in that lineup. For me, that helps take some of the attention away from CADE Cunningham, a guy that we know can contribute across the entire stat sheet, gives you that triple-double upside. So we get the nice floor you can count on with those contributions. But we know this guy's 40, 50, 60 fantasy point upside within his realm of possibilities. Should get some nice matchups if he does play some point guard against smaller guys like Ish Smith and Raul Neto. Plus, we saw them ease him back in against Charlotte, played 22 minutes in that game. Look for the minutes to go up. Look for the production to go up here. CADE Cunningham, and a nice matchup tonight with the Washington Wizards. All right, let's go to the other side of that game. A little correlation with a rookie, shooting guard, small forward, KISPERT. Now we've seen this guy really take a leap in minutes, shots, production, everything on the rise here, as we'd expect, with Bradley Beal now out for the season, and the trade of Spencer Dinwiddie. No Kristaps Porzingis here tonight making his debut. So Washington going to be thin, going to really be needing some offense here, and KISPERT, a guy has shown he can certainly fill that bill. I mean, we're talking about a guy that gave you 10x returns. Now, those prices were in the 3Ks. He was minimum price, 3,300 a couple times on DraftKings, so he's up to 4,100, but we're still looking at 6, 7, 8x return, and I don't think a 10x is out of the question here, even at 4,100. So KISPERT, another rookie, little correlation here with the rookies. Pistons, Wizards, certainly a game we want to target tonight. All right, let's go to the mid-range next at small forward, power forward, Marcus Morris of the Clippers. Now the Clippers remain a team that we want to target. Why? Kawhi, we know, remains on the shelf. Paul George also out, and the newly acquired Norman Powell will also miss this game. And you have Luke Kennard, questionable for this one. So that is a lot of usage, a lot of offense that's going to be out of this lineup. When we run the numbers in our Court IQ tool here on RotoGrinders, we see the usage jump up for Morris, as you'd expect, to over 25% with those guys off the floor, and he's kind of taking things into his own hands here. Reggie Jackson, another guy that's getting a lot of shots up, but Marcus Morris, 15 or more shots now in 4 of the last 5 games. So you give me a guy taking this many shots, we know he's going to hit the glass, do some other stuff at these mid-fives prices on both sides, and no Draymond Green on the other side to deal with defensively. So Morris, one of my favorite options here in the mid-range tonight against the Golden State Warriors. All right, let's go down low with our center play tonight. We're going with JONAS VALANCIUNAS of New Orleans. Now, this guy been solid, been steady, something we can count on in your cash game lineups. 32 or more fantasy points now in 26 of the last 30 games. So a nice sample size here on VALANCIUNAS with that floor. Now we also know a lot of ceiling here and a matchup against his former team. You guys know I love me the narratives, but last time these two teams played earlier this season, 20 points, 17 rebounds in that one. And this is not a one-game sample. We can go back to last year as well when he matched up with Toronto. Averaged almost 22 points per game and averaged over 19 rebounds per game against the Toronto Raptors. JONAS VALANCIUNAS, tremendous option here tonight at the center position. All right, next play, we're going back to point guard, shooting guard with ANFERNEE Simons of the Blazers. So kind of a theme of the show tonight, who's going to be light on the position, who's going to be light on scoring and usage, and Portland certainly checks that box for us. Damian Lillard remains out. No Dennis Smith Jr. for Portland tonight, and the newly acquired Eric Bledsoe will not be playing either. So that is a lot of guards that are going to be in street clothes here for Portland, and Anthony Simons has filled the bill. We also have CJ McCollum was shipped out. So Simons a guy that's really had to pick it up in the scoring department, and he's done that. Let's look at just points alone. This guy has scored 19 or more points now in 17 of his last 21 games. Pretty damn good ratio there for Anthony Simons. So we know he's going to score the ball. We know he's going to have a lot of usage, the ball in his hand a ton. So his assists should be there as well. And the ceiling, something we can really look at here as well. We're talking 45 or more DraftKings points now, 7 times since the calendar turned over to 2022. So not an easy matchup here with the Milwaukee Bucks, no doubt. Some great defenders in that backcourt, but they are going to need his offense here to stay in this game, and I think they get it here. Anthony Simons, a great value over on FanDuel at under 7,000. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Monday night. Before we do that, we want to continue our Beast of the Night contest. Free to play, easy to play, and this is a thank you to you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. All you got to do, get in the comment section right below the video and guess fantasy points on FanDuel for my favorite play of the night. Closest guess is going to win themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium, a chance to check out Board IQ, which we're talking about all the time. Lineup HQ, build a ton of lineups in a matter of seconds. So let's take a look. Let's wrap this baby up. My favorite play for Monday night. You know him as the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We're going to spend up a little bit here. We saved you in a bunch of spots. This is shooting guard, small forward, power forward, depending on your site. We're going right back to the well. I'm my boy, DEMAR DEROZAN of the Bulls, tonight's Beast of the Night. So we had DEMAR in this spot. It was a couple weeks ago against his former team in San Antonio. We get that matchup here once again, and he's a guy I certainly want to plug in my lineups. Even at these prices, I think we make it work here tonight. Now, let's run the numbers. Chicago, another team dealing with a lot of injuries. Specifically, Zach LaVine not going to be in the lineup tonight, so a big loss there. But with some of the other injuries on this team, Caruso, Ball, we run those numbers in Court IQ. We see almost a 6% usage bump here for DeRozan, all the way up to 38.2%, a massive usage number here, as you'd expect. And you talk about consistency. You talk about a guy getting it done and playing at an MVP level. DEMAR DEROZAN is that guy. 46 or more DraftKings points now in 14 straight games. You just don't see this kind of consistency out of many players in the league. He is playing at an incredible level. I don't think it stops here tonight. In fact, I think he gives us a 60 burger here in this one tonight. DEMAR DEROZAN, easily my favorite play on the board and tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll wrap us up for Monday night in the Fantasy Bar with 6 on my favorite NBA plays on FanDuel and DraftKings. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget fantasy points for DEMAR DEROZAN on FanDuel for your shot at some free RotoGrinders Premium. And head over scoresandodds.com/beer for tons of sports betting information and picks. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Best of luck here in the NBA tonight. We'll take tomorrow off. Be right back here with more picks on Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Good luck tonight, and we'll see you.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist